taking off out of thermal. 3527 is going to be our frequency to pick up our IFR in flight. I did not call on the phone to get the IFR. There is no tower here, so we're just going to pick it up in flight. We're going to take off VFR. It looks nice. Should have a few bumps on the way back, and we definitely will get some actual instrument time on the way back, which I'm looking forward to. Here we go. Weather, weight and balance, performance requirements, aero, gear down, master on. I've already done the exterior pre-flight. We got a green light on our gear down. Flaps, I'm going to leave them up. We'll extend them when we do our pre-flight. Lights on. I'll do that in a minute. Pitot heat, I checked. And we're going to check here and make sure that we're getting fuel pressure off our auxiliary fuel pump before the engine starts. So we flip the fuel pump on and we get pressure. So that means our auxiliary or backup fuel pump works. And when we start the engine, we'll know that our engine-driven fuel pump works. So we've got redundancy. We did the final walk around. Passenger brief. Okay, this area is clear. I've already sumped the fuel. This area is clear for the actuation of the gear handle. Clock, we're going to wind and set. It is current time 1:08. Right there. We'll reset our timer. Seats are adjusted. Circuit breakers are in. Avionics is off. Beacon's on. Autopilot's off. Carb heat's cold. Mixture full rich. Prop high RPM. Throttle slight. Brakes apply. Master's on. We check the fuel pump. We need to prime the engine. It is carbureted. We'll give it 3 little pumps of fuel here. Clear.
$18.32 for 118.325.
810. Sky condition clear. Temperature 21 Celsius. Dew point 11 Celsius. Altimeter 294. Remarks. Density altitude 600. Thunderstorm information not available.
Jacqueline Cochran, Regional Airport.
Automated weather observation 2110 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 21 Celsius. Dew point 11 Celsius. Altimeter 2.
Okay, so we got the ASOS. Common traffic advisory frequency is 123.0. This is a non-controlled airport. And then we're going to put in our SoCal approach 13527, which is still in there from when we landed. Perfect. And that's where we'll go get our flight following and pick up our IFR. Okay, trim is set for takeoff. Flight controls are free and correct. They are. All right, now we can go out and do our run-ups. Thermal traffic, Comanche 7930 Papa. We're at Thermal Aviation, taxiing runway 17 Thermal. All right, so we'll watch out. It looks like we got a Gulfstream coming in that just landed, so we'll make sure.
Traffic at Thermal Aviation, this is Gulfstream 520 Alpha Bravo. We're going to be taxiing to Signature. Are we going to be in any conflict with you?
There's plenty of pull-offs here, so as soon as I see you, I'll pull off and give way to you.
We're still a ways out from the taxiway into Signature. We can just slow down for you. Come on out.
Okay, I'll speed up, but I won't make you wait.
Hey, we're in no hurry, thanks.
All right, so you got a nice Gulfstream driver out there who just landed. clear. We got the flight plan in there. So that's just, I like to have it in a couple different places in case we have a failure of one or two. So I've got my iPhone, I've got the iPad, I got this GPS as far as mapping it out. And then, of course, we're slant alpha, so I have to actually do navigating with VORs to be legal. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so let's do a run-up. The engine's gotten up to 108 degrees, so we're good there. Instruments are set. So set. 2994 was the altimeter. That looks set. This will be set. We're going to go to Palm Springs. And we're going to be inbound on about the 137 radial. So I'll set that to 137. And our runway heading is 170.
Thermal area traffic citation 680 Kilo Romeo is coming out of Ross Aviation, taxi to runway 17.
And here we go. Let's do a quick run up. Fuel fullest tank. Gear levers clear. Primer's in and locked. Repeats in. Mixture's in. Props in. Throttle's here. We're going to do lights, fuel pumps, timer when we roll on the runway. And citation taxi runway 17. Are you ready to go?
Affirm.
Okay, we'll let you go. Thanks.
Roger, thank you. Thermal area traffic citation 680 Kilo Romeo is departing 17 with a left 270.
Thermal traffic Mercy 18, it's midfield, downwind for 17, we'll slow it down and won't be a factor.
There's a nice citation Sovereign taking off ahead of us. That looks good. 680 Kilo Romeo. All right, I'm going to taxi up to the hold short line because we're ready to go. Thermal traffic, Comanche 7930 Papa. We got the traffic on extended downwind insight. We're going to take runway 17. Will be a left downwind departure. Thermal. All right, taxi runway 17. I see 17 painted on the runway. There's no aircraft on the approach. That Sovereign is long gone. I'm going to set my takeoff flaps to right there, verify. And we got pumps on, start the timer, here we go. Okay, we got engine instruments are green. Airspeed's alive. Positive rate, gear up, we're going to fly away at 90. SoCal approach, Comanche 7930 Papa, just off thermal, looking to pick up our IFR to Fullerton.
Comanche 7930 Papa, squawk 5373.
5373 for 30 Papa.
2560, past the 3.7 on the Cathedral 1.
American 2560, SoCal departure radar contact, maintain 8000. Comanche 30 Papa, have your IFR clearance whenever you're ready to copy.
30 Papa, ready to copy.
And number 30 Papa, sorry about that, you are ready to copy your clearance to Fullerton?
Affirm, 30 Papa.
Number 30 Papa, you're cleared to the Fullerton Airport via direct to the Palm Springs VOR. Victor 388, Paradise. And then Paradise is Papa Delta Zulu. Depart Paradise on the 270 degree radial to join Victor 394. Seal Beach, then direct. Maintain 8000.
All right, 30 Papa, we're cleared to Fullerton. Present position, direct, Palm Springs VOR, Victor 388, Paradise. We'll leave Paradise on the 270 radial to join Victor 394. Seal Beach, then direct, altitude 8000 for 30 Papa.
Comanche 30 Papa, readback is correct. Traffic at your 1 o'clock, 5 miles southeastbound of Metro Liner, 10,300 descending to 9,000. Expect higher momentarily.
30 Papa, roger, we're looking.
Number 7 Charlie Charlie, traffic 11 o'clock and 5 miles westbound of Comanche, leveling at 8,000.
We're looking. 7 Charlie Charlie.
Okay, so that's why they're holding us at 8,000, because they got traffic coming in above us. So we'll level off here at 8,000, 100 feet to go. We are direct Palm Springs. There's 8,000, let's level off. And go ahead, bring our RPMs back to about 2350, although I don't expect to stay at this altitude for long. Clean out the mixture. There he is. 30 Papa, we got the Metro on site.
Number 30 Papa, thank you. Contact SoCal approach on 126.7. Have a good day.
126.7, 30 Papa, have a good day. SoCal approach, Comanche 7930 Papa, ONAV, ceiling at 8,000.
Number 7930 Papa, SoCal approach, roger, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, 30 Papa. Okay, that was bad verbiage. Not ceiling 8,000, but I'm restricted to 8,000. All right, we'll go to 2,500 RPM so we start our climb. All right, we've been airborne for 15 minutes. Engine instruments are all green. Our fuel flow is really high because we're climbing. And I got a little extra mixture
Number 30
there.
Papa, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles eastbound of Skyhawk at 9,500.
30 Papa looking. 30 Papa has the traffic in sight. We'll maintain visual separation.
Number 30 Papa, thank you.
All right, so now we are leveled off at 10,000.
Good afternoon, SoCal approach. Southwest 20 is descending via the Scooby 2 with Oscar.
Southwest 20, SoCal approach, descend via the arrival, accept maintain 1000. You can expect ILS 26 right.
Okay, expect 26 right, descend via, accept maintain 1000, Southwest 20.
All right, I pulled it back to 19 inches manifold pressure. 23 to 2350 on the RPM. Gives us a nice quieter ride, and then we'll start leaning back our mixture so that we can get to about 1400 on the EGT, exhaust gas temp. We're getting close to D-Way. We can identify D-Way with the 112.2. And that is the 0.
SoCal, King Air 505
radio.
Papa, we're descending out 8.7, going to Bermuda Dune.
Number 30 Papa, contact SoCal approach on 134.0.
134.0, 30 Papa today.
Great.
SoCal approach, Comanche 7930 Papa 10,000. And that's the intersection, so we need to turn left according to that VOR. Which that's right.
3 Mike Romeo, contact SoCal 126.7.
126.7, 3 Mike Romeo.
Now we'll switch that one over, and we're inbound on the 0. What did I say? 072. Oh, 072, about right there. See if we can do a 2-minute turn. And there we go. And the reason for the turn is Victor 388 has a jog in it. The reason for the jog is to get us around Mount St. Jack right there. It allows us to get a lower MEA out here so that I don't have to fly up at, what was the MEA? I would have had to be at 13,000, so I don't want to be up at 13,000. So this MEA is 9,500. So we do a little bit of a jog to be able to stay a little bit lower. And primarily the reason I wanted to stay lower, well, for one, oxygen for breathing. But for number 2, if we were in the clouds, I want to stay down low as I can to stay out of the ice. All right, so now we're going to go to this station. Once we hit that station, we're going to go outbound on the 270 radial. is what our clearance said, which is right there. So slight right turn.
Approach 52, I'd like to push the tower when able.
Traffic right ahead of us, 1,000 feet above us.
Aaron Ford Alpha Foxtrot, traffic 12 o'clock, 6 miles westbound, 737, 2000.
Looking, Ford Alpha Foxtrot. Charlie Hill for Ford Alpha Foxtrot.
Ford Alpha Foxtrot, thanks. Southwest 20, traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles, obstruction, Barron, 1000.
Southwest 20, looking for the traffic.
Barron Ford Alpha Foxtrot, distance traffic 12 o'clock and 2 miles westbound, 10,000, the Comanche.
That's us.
Ford Alpha Foxtrot.
Grizzly 52, contact March Tower.
Over Tower 52.
At 442,
Oh, there he
contact
is.
SoCal 124.1.
Going right over the top of us.
441, Pat 442. SoCal Slam 91, off of March 2,800, climbing 5,000.
Slam 91 heavy, SoCal approach, ident, climb and maintain 12,000.
Climb 12,000, Slam 91.
All right, we just about got this leaned out. I know from flying this airplane, I like to run.
20, descend and maintain 11,000.
Descend to 11,000, Southwest 20, got the traffic.
Thank you. Now report up the Foxtrot, altitude 0 discretion, contact SoCal 126.7.
26.7, our discretion, Ford Alpha Foxtrot.
Gulfstream 158 Papa Charlie, leaving 18 on the Sizzler to thermal.
Gulfstream 8 Papa Charlie, SoCal approach on trail altimeter 29906.
996, thank you.
Ooh, I think that 7-3 just went over our head.
30 Papa, turn 30 degrees left vector for traffic, descend and maintain 6,000.
Okay, down to 6,000, and I missed the degrees to the left. Is it 30 degrees left?
30 Papa, reback is correct.
Okay, 30 left, down to 6,000, 30 Papa. That 737 shadow just crossed right over us. That was cool. He just flew right over our head. So now we're on heading.
91 heavy radar contact over homeland.
Slam 91.
I'm going to pull back 2 inches of manifold pressure so I don't shock cool the engine. And we'll do a descent, trying to shoot at about 500 feet a minute. And we could have made this trip VFR and just scud run underneath all these clouds, but for one, I like the experience of flying IFR in the system, and for two, Fullerton did have a broken layer at around 2,000, I believe. So I'd rather just stay up a little higher with one engine. Gives us more options if we lose it. And I like flying IFR. Maybe we'll even get to go through a cloud, hopefully. Okay, I've descended about 1,000 feet. So I can pull a little bit more power back, watching my cylinder head temps. Pull it back to 16 inches. Let's pick up the Fullerton AWAS if we can, or ATIS.
995, VOR Alpha approaching you, arriving and departing runway 6. Airman advisory, hazardous weather in effect for Southern California. Contact high WAF or flight service frequencies for additional information. Advise on initial contact, you have information Delta. Fullerton Tower information Delta 2147 Zulu, wind 110 at 6, visibility 10, 3,100 scattered, ceiling 20,000 broken, temperature 17, dew point 9er, altimeter 2995.
And limit to reading, advise ready to copy.
30 Papa, I missed the front end of that. We're ready to copy.
Banshee 30 Papa, you're cleared out Paradise. Depart Paradise on the 270 radial, and join Victor 394 to Seal Beach, then direct.
Okay, cleared direct Paradise. We'll leave Paradise on the 270 radial, join Victor 394, Seal Beach, then direct. And 6,000 on the altitude for 30 Papa.
Banshee 30 Papa, reback is correct, thank you.
0 at 6, visibility 10, 3,100 scattered, ceiling 20,000 broken, temperature 17, dew point 9er, altimeter 2995, VOR Alpha approaching you, arriving and departing runway 6.
Okay, so we got information Delta, we're landing runway 6. Looks like they just got a little bit of a scattered layer, so...
Gulfstream 8 Papa Charlie, contact SoCal 126.7.
126.7, 58 Charlie, Papa Charlie.
Not going to get our descent down to minimums on the VOR approach, but that's all right. We'll still get to get in the clouds a little bit, it looks like. We got March Air Force Base right off the nose right there. Don't know if the camera can see that. I'd like to get to 6,000 and slow down a little bit before we hit those clouds, because those will be Not violently bumpy, but there will be some bumps, and we're pretty close to yellow line here. All right, here comes 6,000, 100 to go. This is perfect. We're going to be just scooting right along the top. Although I wish I was in it. Get some more actual in the logbook. All right, so 6,000, we'll bring our power back up so we can maintain level flight and a reasonable airspeed. We're flying directly over March Air Force Base. I bet you we're going to stay on top of these until we get past them, and then we'll descend. We may not even get in the clouds. We'll see.
Comanche 30 Papa, contact SoCal 135.4.
135.4, 30 Pop, good day.
Good day.
SoCal approach, Comanche 7930 Papa, 6,000.
Comanche 7930 Pop, SoCal approach, right?
And we got no autopilot, so this is all hand flying, which I enjoy. All right, just do some checks as normal when times are slow. Fuel pumps are off, landing lights are off, these lights are where I want them.
7930 Pop, are you BMC or IMC where you're at there?
We're BMC, we're probably 300 feet above the clouds.
Right.
I like to run this number 4 cylinder at about 1400 Fahrenheit. In all my testing of peak EGT and whatnot, that just always seems to be about where it likes it. So a short trip like this, I'll just go to 1400 on my number 4 cylinder and, you know, check the other ones, but that usually treats it about right. On a longer trip, I'll actually go and do fine peak EGT and fly 50 degrees rich. Everything's green, green. Carburetor heat, or the carburetor temperature is at 32, so we could get carb ice if we were in, if we had any moisture in the air, which there's a little.
Comanche 7930 Papa, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, 30 Pop. All right, so let's pull power back 2 inches, because I know as soon as the nose goes down, the airspeed climbs quickly in this airplane. And then I always write down the number, 4,000, so I don't forget.
Comanche 30 Pop, contact SoCal approach 125.5.
125.5, 30 Pop.
1 Charlie Romeo, good afternoon.
SoCal approach, Comanche 7930 Papa, 4,000.
7930 Pop, SoCal, Inter altimeter 2996.
2996, 30 Papa. Okay, let me verify the frequency that I got, 110.4 in my nav 1. I'll put it in my nav 2 as well. My outbound heading, again, 187. Is about right there. So these two needles are telling me the same story. That I am east of the line that I'm going to intercept. I know that I'm going to do the VOR Alpha approach, so I might as well brief that. Although I really don't need to shoot it, but why not? Let's practice.
Number 30 Papa, on that heading, join Victor 394 Vizumo navigation.
On this heading, join Victor 394 on nav, 30 Pop. All right, here's some clouds. Yay, we got some IMC.
Kilo Tango, contact SoCal 124.6.
And I'm double checking. We're at 9 Celsius, so no icing potential.
Number 7930 Pop, contact approach 121.3.
121.3 for 30 Pop.
5225 Lima, SoCal.
To December to DNO and VFR conditions, can we descend to maybe 3,000?
Southwest 1476, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend to 3,000, Southwest 1476.
Southwest 1476, 1 mile outside of Snake, turn left heading 220, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared off approach.
Heading 220, cleared through the ILS to 20 right, Southwest 1476.
Southwest 586, level in out of 7, descending 6,300.
SoCal approach, Comanche 7930, Papa 4000, about to join Victor 394. There comes the needle, so I'm going to start turning because it's a sharp turn.
All right, several aircraft talking at once. Southwest 586, heading 280, descend and maintain 5,200.
Heading 280, 5,200, Southwest 586.
Robinson 43 Papa, you are on an IFR flight plan.
We'd like to go ahead and cancel our IFR flight then, sir, and descend VFR.
Robinson 43 Papa, IFR cancellation received. Resume navigation, VFR at or above 4,000.
VFR at above 4,000, 43 Papa.
SoCal approach, Comanche 7930, Pop with you, 4000.
Comanche 7930 Papa, SoCal approach, say approach request.
We'd like the VOR Alpha into Fullerton, and we do have information, Delta 30 Pop.
30 Papa, thank you. Southwest 864, reduce speed to 170.
Sort of 170, Southwest 864.
Southwest 1476, contact downwind tower, see ya.
Have a good day, Southwest 1476.
Southwest 586, descend and maintain 3000.
3000, Southwest 586.
Comanche 30 Papa, Fullerton Delta current, advise me you have it.
We have Delta 30 Papa.
Southwest 586, 1 mile outside of Snake, turn left heading 220, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared Alpha approach.
Heading 220, 3000 to establish cleared ILS, 20 right, Southwest 586. Approach United 1877 with you, 6,300.
United 1877, SoCal approach, turn right heading 310, vector sequence, reduce speed to 170.
310 and slow to 170, United 1877.
That's SoCal, Victor 43 Papa, I'd like to continue descending below 4,000.
Southwest 864, turn right heading 090.
Right 090, Southwest 864.
Comanche 43 Papa, I have a 737 of an ECS 3000, that's why I need you at 4,000.
Roger, 43 Papa, we're going to go ahead and do a 180 real quick.
43 Papa, thank you, and I'll let you know when the 73 passes, just hold your altitude for now.
43 Papa, roger.
United 1877, descend and maintain 5,200.
5,200, United 1877.
Southwest 586, contact downwind tower 126.8.
26.8, good day, Southwest 586.
Okay, so we're flying this needle until this one intercepts.
30 Papa, flighting 180.
180, 30 Pop. Okay, now we're on headings. So we can ignore that.
Southwest 864, do you want the ILS from out there or the visual?
We can do the visual, and we got that helicopter off our left, Southwest 864.
Southwest 864, thanks. I'm talking to him. I'm restricted. I'm above you. Clear visual approach from 20 right.
Cleared visual approach 20 right, Southwest 864.
November 30 Papa, descend and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000, 43 Papa, thanks.
United 1877, turn left heading 280.
280, United 1877.
November 43 Papa, VFR altitude, your discretion.
Thanks, roger, 43 Papa.
Was that 3,000 for Comanche 7930 Papa?
Comanche 7930 Papa, affirmative, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000 for 30 Papa. All right, I'll pull the power
United
back a couple
1877,
inches.
do you like the ILS or the visual?
We'll need the ILS at this point, yeah.
United 1877, thank you. Reduce speed to 170.
So we're at 170, United 1877.
November 30 Papa, contact approach 125.35.
125.35, 30 Papa.
United 1877.
14962, circle approach, roger. Turn right, heading 150, vector for the practice ILS to Long Beach. Unit VFR descent to 1,600. And do you have X-ray?
Okay, X-ray 150,
SoCal approach, Comanche 7930 Papa, heading 180, 3,500, descending 3,000.
Comanche 7930 Papa, SoCal approach, roger. Expect vector for your Alpha approach unless you prefer the visual.
Once we get VMC, I'd still like to do the practice approach, the VOR Alpha, if you got time.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know whatever you want. Continue on present heading. Actually heading 200 for November 30 Papa vector, silent approach course.
Okay, 200 vectors, 30 Pop. All right, so now we're doing vectors. We're still down to 3,000. Heading of 200 is right there. And we just broke out of the clouds. You can see the Pacific Ocean. All right, let's brief the plate. We got 115.7 is our frequency. Final approach course is 020. We'll set that. There's 3,000 is our altitude. little bit of power. Let's go to 18.5. Minimum altitude at the VOR is 2,600.
Comanche 30 Papa, maintain 2,600.
Maintain 2,600, 30 Papa. So that's our minimum crossing altitude over the VOR, which is our initial approach fix. Unless we got 100 feet to go, I won't miss that. So we'll cross Seal Beach, it's 2,600. We can then go down to 1,500 until B-Walt intersection, which is identified by the 3.7 DME off the VOR.
November 4962, turn right heading 200.
There's 2,600. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put on this filter. See if I can do that and maintain altitude and maintain the heading. There we go. Pretty good. 200 and 2,600. A little bit of chop out here, but not too bad. Okay, let's continue. Our minimum descent altitude today is going to be 840 feet if we can identify B-Walt, which our DME is working, so we can identify B-Walt. So 840 is the final decision height, our missed approach point, and missed approach point is at 6.3 DME.
November 4862, contact Long Beach Tower 119.4. 119.4, 962, thank you.
And our missed approach, climbing right turn to 2,600 via 145 heading, and inbound on the Seal Beach 058 radial to the Seal Beach VOR and hold. Okay, we can do that. That's pretty straightforward. And we'll just double check. I got 15.7 in the box. I got 020 right there. In fact, I could do this as backup. Oh no, let's do that for the mist. 058 radial, which is right there. All right, we're just about to the beach. Seal Beach. There's Long Beach. There's Newport Beach. And pretty soon he'll probably turn us inbound to the VOR. I like how everything's set up. I like my speed. I can just pull a little bit of power and throw my wheels out to slow down and start the descent in on the VOR. I've got my tower frequency dialed in. I'm actually curious to see how much that filter made a big difference.
November 7930 Papa, turn right heading 290.
290, 30 Papa.
November 7930 Papa, 4 miles from Seal Beach, turn right heading 350, maintain 2,600 until established, cleared VOR Alpha, runway 6 approach.
Okay, turning right, heading 350, we'll maintain 2,600 until the VOR, cleared VOR Alpha approach, 30 Papa. Now we'll fly this heading until that needle centers, then we'll follow the needle in, and that will lead us to the Seal Beach VOR. Once that VOR needle switches, or the pointer switches from to to from, that means we're on the VOR, and then we can descend to 1,500. And that's about the point where he'll switch us over to tower. Here we go, needle's starting to come in. Come in. So let's go ahead and follow it. And just about perfect. We got the needle centered. We're 2,600.
7930 Papa, contact Fullerton Tower 119.1.
Going to tower 30 Papa. Thanks for the help. Fullerton Tower, Comanche 7930 Papa. Inbound on the VOR Alpha approach just outside Seal Beach VOR.
Comanche 7930 Papa, Fullerton Tower. Confirm this will be a full stop.
Affirm, full stop, and we can cancel the instruments and just proceed with a practice approach.
So Comanche 30 Papa, confirm you are canceling IFR right now.
Affirm, canceling IFR, 30 Papa.
Comanche 30 Papa, roger cancellation of IFR and at pilot's discretion, circle to the west, enter right base, runway 6.
Okay, right base for runway 6, 30 Papa. Okay, so we're getting close to the VOR. I'm going to start pulling power back. We still have to stay at this altitude until we get there. We are right on top of it. Needle's going nuts. There goes the flag. Now we can descend to 1,500. So we'll pull power back. I'm at 140. I can go wheels out. Green light. I like to see that. We're looking for 3.7 DME. I'm going to go ahead and switch my fuel right now while I got some altitude, and I'm right over another airport. We got fuel pumps on. I switched fuel. We still got good fuel pressure, good fuel flow. Fuel pump off. Good fuel pressure. Looks like
it's 831 Alpha, your base turn, you're following a Comanche on the VOR Alpha approach just south of Knott's Berry Farm. Comanche 30 Papa, runway 6, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 6, 30 Papa. There's 1,500.
Comanche 30 Papa, there is traffic just off your left, low level 800 feet, north of westbound.
30 Papa, roger, we're looking, thank you. So I gotta stay at 1,500. Still, that says 3.7. And at that point, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do a normal landing. There's 3.6, 3.7. So that's the point which we can then descend to 840 feet. All right, we'll do gas, fullest tanks, fuel pumps on, undercarriage, green light, and down. Mixture, full forward, drops. We're off the governor, so we can go full forward. And switches, we'll go carb heat on, landing lights are on, we're set to land. Alright, we're at 100, I'll pull this back a little bit, we're going to go to full flaps.
Fort Tower, Angel 1's 2 miles southwest of Knott's Berry Farm, inbound for landing Halo with Delta.
Angel 1 Fullerton Tower, enter a right base, you're following a Cessna 172 at the KFI antenna on the base turn.
Right traffic for only 6 and following a Cessna we're looking for.
Okay, there's 85. We got confirmed gear down, green light. There's 80, let's add a little bit of power. I want to cross the numbers right at 80. There's 80.
Angel 1, if you can slow speed, he's just ahead and to your left.
Angel 1 slowing down, we're still looking here.
Okay, so we are off the runway. We'll do our after landing check. So we'll go carb heat cold, flaps up, fuel pump off, landing lights off. What a great flight.